I want to ask you a question and I want you to answer it honestly, just to yourself. How long have you been trying to figure out this cloud thing? Is it taking you weeks or months? Have you tried to watch tutorial videos online or probably read about the roadmaps, or you've even purchased one or two Udemy courses, and at the end of the day you don't have any project to point to that you actually built it, or probably you've connected one service to another service to see how it actually works. Now, if this is you, then you are the major reason why this channel is existed. Let me tell you something I don't really say enough. I was not always that person with the AWS badges and the instructor title. I was just an engineering student, a young engineering student actually, always sitting in a lecture hall and watch every other person in the class, because I studied computer engineering and I had some techies in the class, and I watched them figure out their own career path in tech, and I was just there all alone trying to figure out my path in tech. Back then I had the ambition, I had the burning desire, I had the internet, but there was something I did not have. I didn't have somebody that was going to sit down with me, right, and show me how to build stuff, like how to build it from scratch, from the very basics, like from the beginning to the very end. That was something I lacked back then while I was trying to get into tech. I was building everything from scratch all alone, right? The only thing I had back then was just to reach out to mentors, and God bless all my mentors. One of them was the past group leader, AWS West Africa Security Group, Ekiti. Was able to put me through, guide me, and show me some stuff to work on, and I started building. One random day after I graduated from the university, I sat down with myself and I said, now I have the time, I have the platform, I had the ambition, and I have the resources to build. And I sat down with myself that day. I made a decision that no matter how this, I'm going to build this, and I'm going to make sure that I get to the point whereby I can also help people to also tread the same path I'm doing. But now, this concept, you are not going to be going through the difficulties I went through while building alone. And that was why I built this channel, which is Build with Olamide. Build with Olamide is not just a theoretical channel. We're not just going to be talking about cloud, we're not going to be talking about concept, even if that's going to be part of it, because for every student that have passed through me knows that no matter how hard a concept in the cloud is, I can make sure that I break down every concept and it's going to be relatable to you. So we're not just going to be talking about theory, we are going to be building in the cloud environment. Every week we are going to be gathering together to build real world projects, something you can build and point to, and also add it to your portfolio, something that can make the cloud make sense to you. When you build with some particular resources, the environment begins to make sense. You begin to convert your theoretical knowledge into hands-on experience, and this is the fastest way to learn in tech environment. If you're learning any skill, you need to build with those resources to get better understanding of how those environments works. We're going to be building projects that took me years to learn step by step, and what took me years to learn is going to be taking you about a few minutes. All you need is just your time, your resources, your internet, and your dedication to push through your cloud journey. A student or a fresh graduate trying to journey into cloud engineering, and you don't want to make expensive wrong turns or take years to build just like I did, then this is for you. If you're currently working or you're in a tech environment and you hear stuff like AWS, Server, Serverless, Lambda, and you really want to know how all of this works, then this is for you. If you're anywhere in the world trying to build a career and you're only limited by internet or geography, then I'm making this specifically for you. Today I'm a cloud engineer and I am the first AWS Authorized Instructor in West Africa. I've trained students who had failed their professional exams before, and after they met me, they passed on their second attempt. I've watched people with zero technical background deploy their first project live in the cloud environment, and they could not even believe they could do that. I'm not telling this to impress you, but I'm telling you because I was able to pass the intensive AWS ICA examinations and the interview, and this shows and proof that I have the capacity to take you from the zero knowledge to a professional level in the cloud environment. And this shows that I can bridge that gap between that I don't know how to do this, so I now know how to do this. Now, here is what I want you to do. I want you to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because the next video is going to be talking about your roadmap in the cloud environment. One thing I've seen a lot of beginners make is that they miss the roadmap. In the cloud environment, we have different roadmaps to your career, and I'm going to be explaining that roadmap in details, and I'm very sure you don't want to make that mistake as well, and you don't want to miss this. Go to the comment section, tell me your name, tell me the location you'll be building from, and tell me how you will feel when your first project goes live in the environment. Now, this is very necessary because this channel is not just about what is cloud computing. This channel is about what happens to that person that stopped waiting and start building. And I've seen this in the classroom, I've seen this on study groups, I've seen this in technical environment, and I believe this can also happen to you. So if you are ready to build with me, welcome to Build with Olamide. Let's build something together.